say no, or I could say no now, and if it happened, I say yes. So,
right.
I don't know.
And from the outside looking in, they're not the most stable as of right now. So I don't know. I don't know if anybody's favorable to walk in the Lions Den right now, as it is. But
yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right.
And with go ahead, Jay.
No, I was just curious on your back when you were in the company, your thoughts on, because a lot of the gripes that many people in the internet wrestling community have with TNA is the fact that there's all these, older stars, the Kevin Nashes, the Scott Steiners, the Kurt Angles, and we all see the talented younger guys like yourself, AJ, Joe, Beer Money. Now, what were your thoughts on all those veterans in TNA, yet the main event level was never dominated by you younger guys who were there for a longer time?
Well, I mean, when I first started with the company, I mean, the X division was it was up there. Like, I was feuding, one of my first feuds was AJ Styles, and they were having me beat, AJ Styles for the X division title and stuff like that. So, and we're like, we're semi-main event match and stuff like that. So, I was portrayed as a really big superstar back then, and then, yeah, as more of, the older stars started coming in, you see you're, kind of pushed down the card, and, it is sad to see that the people that got you, got the company to where they are today, are not with the company anymore. I mean, I could probably count on my two hands right now how many people are still left with a company that started off, before they were on Spike TV or Fox Sports Net. So,
right.
I mean, but you always you always think optimistically when they come in. You're like, okay, this guy, he's going to bring our ratings up, which means there's going to be more money for everybody, and we're all going to be millionaires, right?
Right.
Yes, that doesn't really happen for everybody.
No, and it hasn't worked, and it hasn't worked for a long time. I think as fans we see that that's what separated TNA from the WWE in the first place. The X division, and then even for a little bit of time the Knockouts division when it got hot for those couple months, and now everybody calls it WWE Light. Do you think for them to succeed, do they have to keep pushing the big name stars to get those casual fans, or could they do it with yourself and those that the guys who can actually go but weren't in WCW?
Well, I mean, that's tough to say because of course, with the older stars, they're more household names, so they are going to get the casual fan, and a lot of people that wouldn't have watched our show, will start watching it. I think I think TNA is just trying to steal some WWE fans away and bring them to TNA, and once they're watching TNA, they could see us younger guys and be like, wow, this company's really good. But I've heard rumors, on the internet and stuff like that they're going to start, revamping their X division and revamping their Knockouts division. So, they just signed a new 3-year deal with Spike TV, and they're supposed to be getting some more, I don't know, specials or time slots or whatever the case may be. So, hopefully you'll see the X division, start up again. Because it seems like that's what all the hardcore TNA fans, want to see. I get the consensus with everybody I talk to is they want to see the X division. They want to see the X division. They want to see the younger guys, shine. But, I mean, even just look at the news in general today. You got a guy like Brett Favre who's, he's well past his prime, and he's all over ESPN right now, and they're the one he's talking about because he's a big draw. He's a big name. And, that's what TNA is looking for, too, is like you need somebody like that that's going to bring attention to their company.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys out there, really quick that are listening, we actually have about 30 seconds live on the air. We will be going into the archives, so if you guys want to check out the rest of the show, please check out the archives. We want to thank you guys so much for listening this weekend. I know we got a couple more questions for Petey from the chat room, so I'll let Shane get those in. Thanks again, guys.
All right. We got one question asking if you are a trainer at, I guess, Scott D'Amour's Can-Am school.
Yeah. I go in there and train with him on, quite frequently. So to answer the question, yes.
Okay. And then we had somebody else that's asked about an upcoming date in September, Ring of Honor. I know you've been trying to get your hands on Austin Aries. Is that the plan come September, you and Austin squaring off in NYC?
I have no idea. I mean, I was in the ring with Austin Aries on my Ring of Honor debut. It was a 6-man match. And, I mean, it's good to see that people want to see me, against Austin Aries. So, hopefully that happens sometime in the future. But I honestly, the next 4 Ring of Honor shows, I have no idea what's going on with them. I'm going to show up, and I'm going to see my opponent, and that's going to be that. If I knew more, I'd tell you more.
So, Petey, what's the next step in your career? Where are you going from here? We know you got the Ring of Honor dates that we just spoke about, but the bigger picture, what's left for you to do here?
Well, yeah, Ring of Honor, I'm doing some stuff with Japan, so that's keeping me busy on on the professional wrestling level. I don't know, you guys might know this already, but myself and the Motor City Machine Guns were in a band together, like an alternative rock, grungy type band, and we've been working on that. We have our demo floating around, shopping around to labels. We're actually just talked about putting together a full-length album, which I don't know when it'll be available. We're going to start, I think they already started laying down some tracks for it, but I don't know when it'll be finished up and polished up and stuff, but I mean, you're definitely going to be able to purchase that on, our MySpaces or Facebooks or whatever we end up selling it on. So, that's keeping me busy on that level. That's about it right now.
And Alex Shelley's the lead singer on that? Is that?
Yeah.
Do y'all
yeah, Alex Shelley. Alex Shelley is the lead singer. Chris Sabin is the bass guitarist. I play the normal guitar, and I do backing vocals. And we have 2 other guys in the band that are just, old friends of ours old friends of Sabin's from high school. The drummer, his name's Adam Tatro. I'd like to say he's a musical genius because I've been in bands before for the past, 10, 12 years, and, I've always, sort of liked their songs in the band, but this guy writes some, really, really good stuff. And then we have another guitarist in there that's a friend of ours as well. His name is Chris as well. Yeah, but that's what we do.
Who's better, your band or Fozzy?
What do you think? Definitely. You could check out, you might want to post this on you guys' website. You could check out our music. We have our demo, our 3-song demo on our MySpace website. It's myspace.com/The High Crusade. The High Crusade. You could see them. You could listen to the music on there. Also, I use one of our songs as my entrance music at Ring of Honor and other places now, because I know Ring of Honor, they don't use mainstream music anymore that you hear on the radio because of royalties and money issues and stuff like that. You can't really do that anymore.
Right.
So they're looking for a lot of independent or songs that they can use for free. So I own the rights to my own music, so I use that at Ring of Honor. So if you ever see a Ring of Honor show or DVD or something like that, you could hear it there too.
Will your band be producing more music for other wrestling stars?
Well, TNA said that we can, not we. I talk like I'm still with them, but I'm not. Just 'cause
You're fueling this rumor here, Petey.
I'm not still with them. Trust me. TNA told the Motor City Machine Guns